Kscope 2015 in Florida.
Hello, my name is Opal Alapat, and we're here at Kscope15. Today I'm here with Gary Crisci. Gary, please introduce yourself.
Hi Opal, how are you today? My name is Gary Crisci. I'm a senior EPM architect at General Electric. I've been in the finance IT line of work for a number of years now, and currently I am the senior architect for DRM as well as the chief architect for Exalytics.
So, Gary, you've been involved with ODTUG for a number of years, and you've had a number of influential roles. Why do you feel so passionate about this organization?
You know, I feel early on in my career I learned that networking was something that could be very fulfilling and very rewarding. And when I really think about my career path, I know that the relationships that I've made have both helped myself and I've had the opportunity and pleasure to help other people. And so to me, that's really what this is all about. Work is important, but you know, we're here 24 hours a day living, and I think it's important to make relationships with people, and that's at the core what I believe this organization does.
So you have 2 sessions this week at Kscope. I just came from your Exalytics panel, which was very successful, and you have an upcoming one related to DRM. So please walk us through those sessions.
Yeah, so the Exalytics panel, which did turn out to be really nice, and I was nervous about that, but you really heard a lot of really good success stories, and the idea there was to get a bunch of customers up on a panel who were in different phases of implementation. GE, for instance, we're in the process of implementing Exalytics. We had some really good success stories from Anthem and from Booz Allen, and Lockheed Martin also joined us, and so it was really just a nice collaboration. I judged the success by the fact that the session was 5 minutes over and people were not getting up and heading for the door. So to me that says people were interested in what we were talking about. As far as the DRM presentation, this really gets to kind of the first thing that I tackled when I went into GE, which was, this is such a long topic, we only have a couple minutes, but basically GE is embarking on an enterprise standards where they're transforming the entire business to operate on a single chart of accounts.
Oh, wow.
So we're going from literally hundreds of ERPs down to about 32 strategic ERPs. And at the heart of that transformation for all the ERPs, all the EPM, Essbase planning, HFM, everything is DRM. That is the master data tool. So my job was to work with our consultant partners, architect a solution for our chart team, the controllers, to put together their standard chart and their rules, and for us to ensure that going forward that's managed and adhered to, and it doesn't kind of get off the tracks. And we're deploying that across all GE businesses. So it's a pretty large project.
Quite an undertaking. All right, so you also have quite a bit of experience with multiple EPM technologies. As you mentioned, Exalytics, DRM,
right.
Obviously Essbase. What technologies do you think Oracle EPM customers should pay attention to, and why?
It sounds a little cliche right now, but I really think it is about the cloud. A few years ago, I was already seeing things that I thought, where I was talking to people about, this is the direction we need to be going in. And I kind of use the terminology that IT is a commodity. And we really have to get into that mindset because, you know, we buy electricity from the electric company. We don't have generators in our offices. And the same way, we don't need to have data centers and computing power. We can leverage what is out there and use it as a service. And it's going to make us much more effective at what we do. And I think that is the area where we do need to focus, and I think it's our job to push Oracle and other vendors to deliver on that promise, because they're very big about talking about, we hear it in all their speeches, you know, blah, blah, cloud, blah, blah, cloud. It's up to us to hold them to task and say, yes, we do need this. This is the right direction. We support it, but you need to deliver something that is stable, secure, performs well, has the features that we need. And I think the cloud also introduces a level of rigidity that I think IT desperately needs, because, or more our functional users desperately need, because we build, anyone asks for something, and you know, there's a lot of smart people in technology, you ask them to do something and they go figure out a way to do it, when the answer a lot of times should be no. But we don't like saying no, because they'll say, well, I'll find someone who'll say yes. But as we go to more standardized offerings in the cloud, people are going to have to learn to work within that framework, and I actually think that's a good thing.
Okay. Great. So the Essbase technology, which you're very well known for, has changed a lot since you started working with it.
Definitely.
What types of advancements do you hope to see within the next 5 to 10 years?
I think that really Essbase has to step up to kind of that real enterprise level. The way we think about like an Oracle relational database, I think that you need some of that foundation for Essbase without losing the agility and the creativeness that Essbase allows you to have. But we do need better data resiliency, hot backup. We need the ability to deploy elastically across the cloud, and various different things that you would expect out of those systems, better transaction logging, which we've seen being introduced, but I think they have to really kind of tighten that up. And in that sense, I think that the product has a lot to offer, and it'll continue to drive a lot of innovation in what we do. But they have to also try to keep it true to what it's always been while embracing innovation and changing. People don't like change, so it has to change, but there's some things that people really like about it, and it shouldn't lose its soul, you know?
Any initial impressions or thoughts about Essbase on the cloud?
I think that today Essbase is not really on the cloud. You know, you said I've been working with Essbase for a while. Fundamentally, it has changed, but it hasn't changed.
Right.
And so there's certain things that constrain it based on the existing code line. And I think that as they rewrite the engine to be more of a Java-based engine, then we'll start to see the ability to kind of be more elastic in the cloud and kind of really scale horizontally across. Well, I have a process now that I'm going into my month end. I need more power. I ramp up more processors, more RAM, and I really see that kind of improve the user experience, and then scale it back down from a cost perspective when I don't need all that extra power.
Well, thank you so much, Gary. Appreciate you taking the time to do this
Thanks
interview.
so much. This was fun.